You wake up. Before your eyes even adjust to the light, your mind is already at your desk. You're mentally triaging emails and rehearsing conversations for meetings that are still hours away. Look at the path your focus takes. It skips the morning entirely, jumping hours ahead to your schedule. Between waking and your commute, there is a quiet window of time. We usually fill it with a screen, but this space is empty and available. To reclaim that space, you have to leave the house. You step outside. The air is cool and blue, and the street is silent. There are no notifications to check, and no traffic to navigate. Without anything immediate to react to, the internal dialogue about your to-do list starts to stall. Choosing to walk at this hour is a way to take back an hour that usually belongs to your employer or your chores. It is a moment where you aren't a worker or a manager, you're just a person on a sidewalk. You move toward the park. The sun is just touching the horizon. The scale of the trees and the stillness of the landscape make the looming workday feel much smaller. You hear birds singing and the wind moving through the leaves. These sounds are constant, and they are happening right now. Your brain has limited capacity. When you focus on rustling leaves or the morning chill, bandwidth for worrying shrinks. Then the smell of wet grass arrives. As physical sensations fill your attention, the mental weight of your schedule is completely pushed out. Your body responds to this shift. You take a deep, involuntary breath. It's a signal that your focus has finally arrived in the present. When your senses are fully occupied by the air, the sound, and the smell of the grass, the anxieties of the afternoon have nowhere to land. Your perspective shifts from the horizon down to the path right in front of your feet. A small squirrel is moving through the leaves, looking for food. It is reacting only to what is happening in this specific patch of dirt. It stops and looks at you. For a second, the rest of the world disappears. You are two living things sharing a moment of attention. It suddenly bolts up a tall oak tree. To follow that speed, your eyes and your mind have to stay locked on the present second. The squirrel isn't checking a clock. It isn't following a script. It is just reacting to the now, which is the opposite of how the next 8 hours of your life are structured. Watching this interaction finishes the transition. The mental connection to the office is gone. The light is changing. The cool blue of the dawn is fading as the sun climbs higher, turning the park a bright, warm green. You feel the sun on your face. It is a physical reminder to stay anchored here, even as the day technically begins. This loop shows the result of the walk. That isolating yourself from the noise and engaging your senses, you've moved your mental state back to a calm starting point. Compare this feeling to how you felt when you first woke up. The pressure that seemed so heavy an hour ago has lost its grip. You smile. It isn't forced. It's just the natural result of having your own thoughts back. You keep walking. The sun is up, and while the day is starting, you are moving into it with a different kind of momentum. Walking into the morning light isn't about escaping reality. It's about making sure that when you do face the world, you're doing it on your own terms.